You create your life and the world. That's the realization I had this morning when I got up and I started writing an article about that. And so I thought I would give you a video on it as well, because that realization came to me yesterday. And the way that it came to me is that I listened to a recording of a channeling session that I held yesterday. You know, I channel Wilhelm, and so information comes through. So I've been coming to this for a long time, but it just all really kind of made sense yesterday. And I know a lot of people don't understand that because, see, I was able to access cosmic universal information, which I started doing in 1988. And it's what changed my life. It's what transformed me. It's what caused healing to occur in my life. All of these things from every single area, physical, emotional, mental, all of it happened because I was receiving this information. But I always have to go back and listen to it. I have to go back and study it. See, because we are all born into the world the same way. We're born into the world with the same ability, the same brains, basically, and really the same brains, because we can all access different areas. Maybe we'll do it in a different way. I did it in a different way also, because I accessed information cosmically. It was a little bit different, but we all do something different. And then what we are given at birth to develop is how we create our world. But we all do it the same way. It's in our consciousness. There's no one born who has more ability or talent or gifts than anyone else. It's just the way we choose to think about it. And sometimes we can spend our entire lives figuring that out. And I spent most of my life figuring that out. But the thing that was more challenging than anything was telling people who I was owning myself. And this is what I find with all of my clients. And I've seen it like more than 36 years. I've seen it. The thing that we don't do is accept who we are and who we become. Because see, when we come into this world as beings, we don't stay the same. We grow, we develop. We develop in our size, basically, in whatever way that goes, but we develop in our knowingness, in our wisdom, in our consciousness. And it's always a process if we decide to do it. Now, everyone won't do that, because sometimes it's challenging, because we come in with also this baggage, these horrible things that have happened to us that we don't even remember sometimes. It may have happened to us before. It's our lineage. And then I got struck by that today, because when I got up, I recognized also after I was writing this, it was Juneteenth. I didn't even know what that was when I was younger, which you would think I should have known that, but I didn't, because it wasn't told to me. I had no idea what that meant or what it was. We're all discovering something new. When I started talking about the world changing and that we would be moving through a restructuring, people couldn't understand what I was saying. And I didn't know either. I didn't know completely, because see, I receive information precognitively. I receive it before it actually shows up in the world. But everyone has the ability to do that if they chose to do it, because we have consciousness. We're all connected. There's no person born who doesn't have this connection to consciousness. Sometimes you might feel yours is a connection to God or whatever being you worship or believe in, but you know that there's something more, but you may not have accepted that. And that's really the problem, that we don't accept who we are. We don't accept our authentic selves, what we were born to bring to the world, or we'll start to judge it in a particular way. And I can say that, see, because I can go back and look at my history, my lineage, and my ancestry, and there was a time where I wasn't even supposed to be here. I wasn't supposed to be seen as everyone else. I wasn't supposed to be seen as equal or having. That's why we have a Juneteenth. See, because you have to understand, over time, our civilizations change. Our understandings change. Our consciousness changes. It rises all the time. And we happen to be in a period where that is meant to happen, where we're supposed to raise our consciousness. But the only way we do that is by embodying and owning who we are, our authentic selves. My authentic self was to move through everything that I did in my life, discover that I'm a mystic and a sage, and I had the ability to receive this information, and then I could give it to others. And now I'm living the best life I could ever imagine. Because see, I get to spend 3 hours a week working with people and watching them transform and turn into these great beings and move through stuff that took me decades to understand and to move through, but they're doing that because I gave them the information. But the information came through me, you see, and that's what every single person is meant to do. Whatever you have lived, whatever you've discovered, whatever you have accomplished in your life, even if it's something that you was terrible, something you moved through, it all has value, because anything that we do, when we give it back to others, we cause our world to transform. We cause our world to evolve. Every single person that's born. Now, we will be born at different times in the world in our history, and so we may not understand that. You know, women didn't understand that for a really long time and still are trying to understand it today. That's what goes on. And same thing with black people, same thing with Asian people who now find themselves being the ones who are trying to understand their importance. Or maybe it's the Jews. See, I went through that as well, because I lived with them and I saw the trouble that went on, and so now that's back. We repeat things also. So until we become willing to own who we are and bring something new into the world doesn't change, and our lives don't change either. But I hope you change, because that will make our world much better, because you are creating it.
I haven't done anything like this.
It's increased the confidence that I had in myself.
Everything is better. I mean, every single aspect of my life. My income,
the progress is just amazing. Like, you can see changes from week to week.
Introducing your last development program, Life Transformation for Success, the newest part of Roger Burnley's coaching series. In this 3-month online program, you will learn the mindset tools you need to dissolve the shame of your past, discover the gifts within you that make you important to the world, and get the confidence to rise above anything that stands between you and the life that you want.
everything changed in my life. Everything, every single thing.
It's time for you to reprogram your mind for success and become self-actualized. If you're ready to transform your life too, learn more at yourlastdevelopmentprogram.com today.